Can we talk about how insane this is? Melatonin gummies may not contain what they claim. I'm not going to talk about whether gummies are good for you or not. My stance is very strong on that. But here we have a lab analysis that shows that nearly 90% of brands are mislabeled. 90% of brands. Of 25 gummy products analyzed, three, only three of them contained the melatonin within 10% of the quantity declared on the label. So the margin of error, first of all, they gave these companies was 10%. But of the 25, only three actually had the sufficient concentration of what they claimed to be on the label. I mean, one didn't even contain any of it. In fact, it had 31 milligrams of CBD. So here you go buy melatonin gummies and you get some CBD instead. It's insane. CBS News. Herbal supplements filled with fake ingredients, investigators find. I constantly tell people, just because you go to famous retailers thinking that they have your best interest at heart, you think that they've done the work. They've checked that the brands they're stocking in their shops are safe, have been quality tested, are verifiable. You think that they've done that for you because they don't have profits over health at mind. Well, here we go. Major retailers, GNC, Target, Walmart, Walgreens Co. Lab tests determined that only 21% of the products actually had the DNA from the plant advertised on the labels. 21%. That means 80% of companies didn't even have the DNA of the product they're selling in their product. Just think about that for a second. You're in the store. There are 5 brands in front of you on the shelf. What are the chances that you're picking the one out of the 5 that actually has the DNA of the product that you're trying to buy? I mean, I came here to talk to you about quality and lab testing. We're at the point where people aren't even selling you what they say they're selling you. How insane is that? I mean, how about this for the kicker? FDA alert. Supplements sold on Amazon may be poison or drugs. It's not even good enough that they're putting in ingredients that aren't matching what they have on the label, but they have to go as far as to put things in there that are actually poisonous for you. I mean, this is what I don't understand. Fillers exist for a reason. You can put them in there because they don't really do anything to you, but instead they're going to go as far as to put in other ingredients that are even harmful to you. The FDA review of dietary supplements purchased online and labeled as the Jagote route found that samples contained toxic yellow oleander. I didn't know what yellow oleander is. I had to go Google it myself. Yellow oleander or oleander is extremely toxic. Ingestion of any particle of the plant, including leaves, flowers, or seeds, can be fatal. It contains substances that affect the heart, leading to symptoms like irregular heartbeat, low blood pressure, if you're lucky. Otherwise, you could die. You could potentially die. That's that's insane. You're going to go buy a weight loss drug thinking it's going to help you with your weight loss, and you could die from poison. This is where we're at. This is where we're at with the supplement industry because it's unregulated. These companies, they pry on you as the consumer because they know that you don't have the time of day to do the work to make sure that what they're selling you is safe or is even what they're selling you. They know that. There are so many shady ways of companies being able to manufacture products to contain fillers, so that you're buying a subpar quality product, but they can improve their profit margins. We've seen this firsthand. We're mushroom experts. We sell mushroom extracts for a living. We've seen how brands, as soon as they get investors on board or partners on board, or retailers, the first thing they need to do is cut costs. And how do they do that? By making the products low quality. Never mind going the extra mile of making sure they've been tested for safety, potency, purity. They don't do. Why do that? Because you're not asking for it. On our website right now, if you go on into any one of our mushroom extracts, you'll find all the lab reports that we've done on that batch that you're buying, and then we explain to you as the consumer why each lab report is actually important for this specific product. Mushrooms are bioaccumulators. We know you don't know that. You aren't mycologists, but they soak up their environment. So you have to make sure that there's no toxins in there. So this is my blanket white statement. I would rather have a product that is safe to take and might not work than a product that does work but is not safe to take.